In the service field, I've often had customers ask me, which cycle should I actually run here when I want to properly check or thoroughly inspect a particular tool? I noticed it wasn't just an isolated case. Many customers actually use these cycles incorrectly and then end up wondering why the cycle is detecting a break when it really shouldn't have under normal circumstances in the first place, even though the tool isn't actually broken. And today, I'm going to show you something about that. We're back with another episode of Measurement Minutes, coming at you this time from a new location to shake things up and bring in some fresh energy today. Today, we are in our showroom. Among other things, this is where training courses for our customers and internal training sessions take place, as well as customer visits. And, of course, most of our development work is carried out here on our machines in the showroom. And today, like I mentioned, we're going to show you the correct cycle for the appropriate tool and walk you through exactly how to apply it in the most effective and efficient way possible. I want to show you now, using 4 different tools, exactly which cycle is the right one for each of them. That's why I thought about which tools might be interesting. For that, I've got a standard twist drill, cutter head, a ball nose end mill, and finally, we'll also take a close look at a thread mill. And using these 4 tool types, I'll show you how to properly apply the cycles so that in the end, you can produce parts reliably and with consistent process reliability. All right, let's go ahead and start with the twist drill. That right there is the twist drill. As you can see, we're currently performing a simple drill bit break check right at this moment. That means, in a basic drill bit break check, we're just checking to see whether or not my laser is dark, yes or no. I don't need to set really tight tolerances here because when a drill breaks, what happens? It's missing. It's somewhere in the chip conveyor, or maybe still stuck inside the part. And to take care of that, there's this simple little cycle that we normally use on the machine, but now we have changed the cutter head in our spindle with a cutter head. Many customers tend to make the mistake of applying a breakage detection here too, in the hope that a breakage will be detected, which is of course wrong at this point, or technically not correct, because I usually monitor a cutter head using the single cutting edge monitoring to ensure reliable and proper operation. In this case, I perform the process through a targeted measurement or inspection. This means I move to a defined point on the tool and check whether the cutting edge at that location is broken or damaged, allowing me to clearly determine its condition and ensure reliable evaluation. Next, we take a closer and more detailed look at the ball end mill. For this tool, I now perform a scan. It is also a single cutting edge monitoring, except that I scan along the rounded geometry and check what condition it is currently in. Do I have a breakout occurring somewhere along this rounded edge right here? And last but not least, we have our thread milling cutter. Of course, I can't scan along the cutting edge here because I would have constant changes in lighting. To avoid this issue, our cycle provides the option to jump from tooth to tooth based on the pitch of the thread mill, allowing every tooth to be inspected, checked, and thoroughly evaluated in order to clearly determine its condition, to check whether any tooth has broken anywhere. As you saw, I programmed all the cycles using our LC Vision software, which is very easy and intuitive to use. Of course, this does not mean that it is only possible in LC Vision. We can also program exactly the same sequence with your NC cycles. It just looks a little bit different, that's all. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out, shoot us an email, or leave a comment. And of course, don't forget to give it a like. And that's it for today. We've reached the end. I hope you had fun and got something out of it for yourselves. And I will say until next time, stay process safe.